as a first timer, it's been remarkable. It's been a space that I've been invited to be who I am truly 100%. And there are a few spaces where I can do that because of how intense and how much I love drama. And I love a little conflict here and there. And I love to just get into like what it means to be human. And the space is completely open for that. And those places don't exist anywhere that I know. And so I can be me, and that's everything. What I see is that there's this balance for deep connection. Like there's this desire and opportunity to create these connections intentionally and also just spontaneously. And in order to have that, I've noticed that there's activities and an openness to also deal with conflict. Like going really deeply into like, why don't you like this person? And like tell them like what's your issue with the people that you're seeing, and or like what are the stories you're making up about the people that are around here, and really facing the reasons why we don't connect. And so it's this deep connection that's being invited, and at the same time recognizing the ways in which we don't and why, and facing them and telling people and speaking them out loud, which again is so scary and taboo in our real life. And New Culture is intentional about that. The little I know about radical honesty is, of course, being completely open about everything and being really radical about it. And how I think New Culture can be that, but there's a piece that they have, it's about compassion, right? And so here there's no shame or guilt or like no fault. When we make a mistake, we go, ta-da! Like, and so that's the part about it, that it's this beautiful balance of grace and compassion while being honest. And that's the balance we want to strike, and that's what I've noticed here. It's here where the challenge is to be forthright about our discomforts and our struggles and our issues with people, and dealing really quickly with, if something bothers me, to deal with it right then and there. Going to tell the person, sharing our withholds as one of the concepts that we learned, or saying the unsaid, or just going up to someone and just saying the thing that needs to be said, and doing it one-on-one or in a small group or a large group. That just having this consistent practice of saying the things that need to be said is extremely valuable, that in the real world we're scared of. And it's given me courage to go back to the real world. Well, I think this may be the real world, but to go back to the world in which we've chosen to live in, and try it on for size, and creating communities where we do this work and we care and love each other enough to say the things that need to be said. I'm coming back. I am coming back to New Culture. I think this is a phenomenal place. I brought my children. I want to come back next year. I think about bringing my ex-husband next year. I'd love for him to come. Just everyone that I'm connected with. I want to invite everyone to come back here and share this with me. Just creating more of this kind of culture in the world is what we really need. If you're ready to be pushed in a direction that maybe has scared you, if you're ready to see things that you have been scared to see, if you're ready to grow, if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to love, if you're ready to connect, if you're ready to go to the next level, this is definitely it. It's scary. Really it's terrifying, and at the same time it's so real. And quickly it's easy to feel like it's home here because of how, for the first time, it just feels real. It feels like this is probably the most honest space that I've ever been in. And in that honesty, there's love. And I can't imagine a greater place. So if you're ready to do that, if you're ready to get on with like truly living, this is the place to come to.